Good afternoon. Welcome to another edition of the Fortunate Fortune Teller, where I will be very fortunate to be your fortune teller today. Just understand that. All right, so we have a little situation where they're saying somebody's defending you here. Apparently, there's somebody brought your name up. They were saying something, and the person that they thought that person was going to respond one way, but that person totally responded totally on your side. Okay, seeing right through what that person was doing. Okay, because these people that were lying about you in the past are coming off as very slimy, very slime ballish. Okay, you could clearly see it. All right, and that's even the person who tried to replace you, your doppelganger. Okay, that particular idiot is really being seen. Okay, just really understand that. Okay, so it is what it is because, like you said, everything is going to fall into place sooner or later. You know what I mean? It's all in divine timing. It's all part of the plan. It's all about getting patience. It's all about learning lessons. All right, so let's find out who's defending us over here. Who's this character defending you? You know what I'm saying? Let's find out if they're good or if they're just it could just be somebody. All right, so right off the bat, we have a Queen of Cups here. So perhaps it's somebody that's like you, or this could just be you. I mean, we are the Queen of Cups. We are the most loving of the bunch. So just understand that it could be somebody here helping you with this. Because why wouldn't? Of course, a Queen of Cups is going to help another Queen of Cups. But perhaps maybe we have some feminine help now, which would be something. Okay, maybe they said this to a feminine energy, thinking that they were going to go against us, and they were responded with, no, we like them. And now whoever came to that person now is in nine of swords because they totally gave themselves away now. Okay, they totally gave themselves away. All right, so now they don't know what to do because they know that this Queen of Cups now sees exactly what they're all about. Queen of Cups, Nine of Swords. All right, so makes sense to me right off the bat. I mean, that would make sense. I know if somebody came up to me thinking I was going to do one thing, they would absolutely get the other opposite, and as a Queen of Cups. So that's a good thing for you. All right, because Four of Pentacles again. All right, so, you're saving money here. Perhaps this Queen of Cups, either sees you, putting things together or, just basically just trying to put a little egg together very, slowly, this Queen of Cups. Or maybe this is just whatever it is. One way or another, this is what you're being seen as Four of Pentacles, okay? And with these people, that came towards this Queen of Cups is becoming seen as Five of Pentacles, okay? Because they're seeing as just complete spiritual poverty there, okay? I'm not saying financially where these people, but just understand that's eventually going to be the next thing. But these people are so disgusting that they would willingly go to somebody trying to get them to go against you that, it's not even into that kind of stuff. I don't know what made them think that, but just know that this is what they blew it open. Now they're in the Five of Pentacles crying. Nine of Swords. So, well, you have the Queen of Cups, Four of Pentacles over here. So, whatever. That's cool with me. All right, because Page of Swords are reversed. Because obviously there's going to be deception, manipulation, people being all talk here, okay? Perhaps trying to tell this Queen of Cups, sell them on something. Maybe thinking that they could get this Queen of Cups in their, get them in there, think they could tempt them with their weakness or something. But the fact is that this person's in the upright, and you're not going to be able to. That's not going to work, okay? Especially when somebody's in the right place, so they can see right through that deception. All right, and that's why, like I said, it's going to blow the whole lid open, brother. Because Six of Pentacles now, because you will be receiving what you deserve. All right, so whatever person tried to come to you, try to take out this Four of Pentacles, now is in the Five of Pentacles, and now you are going to be Six of Pentacles receiving what you're owed, what you're due, and it could all be due to with this Queen of Cups, just the way they responded, just defending you, just saying like, no, I know that person, they're not like that, you're not going to tell me that, you know what I mean? And then that person did not know how to respond to it because they were probably so used to everybody always saying, okay, listening to what they had to say, but with this one person not doing it, that might have, blew the lid off the whole thing here. But let's continue though. All right, so we know. All right, so we have a Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay, so this is what exactly happened. So you had a Queen of Swords in reverse. So these are feminine energies. Okay, so this is one feminine energy going towards another feminine energy to, thinking that they were going to agree with them when it comes to you. But this Queen of Cups actually admires you, okay, and sees you as a strong feminine energy. And this person they see as just a complete fucking whack job, okay, a deceptive whack job. Page of Swords, Queen of Swords, okay. So just know, Four of Pentacles, Queen of Cups over here. So just that's a big difference. So this person now, by not agreeing with whatever, seeing through this Page of Swords deception of this Queen of Swords in reverse, now makes this person overly emotional, because now they see that they know that like this person, because this person walked away, like so they know that this person's there's something's gonna happen, okay. Six of Swords, they know that something's gonna be, people are gonna be leaving behind whatever this person came, because now they're gonna say, oh, all right, everything they were saying was true after all, okay. So this is how the whole thing opens up, because now more people start to open. This could even be law enforcement, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like this could just be somebody that's in the upright, that's in a this compassionate, comfort, nurturing, healing, just like you. And they maybe they look at you as a role model, and they're like, you're not going to tell me anything about that person because I know exactly who they are. So that's the way we look at it. So we got a Queen of Swords in reverse with the Queen of Cups, okay, deceptive Queen of Swords over here. All right, and then you have the Three of Wands here. So you're preparing, progressing, things are starting to come together for you, okay, to the chagrin of this Queen of Swords in reverse. So just know you coming through is going to cause this Queen of Swords now to really, lose it, all right, because they didn't see this coming. They didn't see you even come. They didn't even see you coming as far as just preparing, okay. They didn't see that happening. What they certainly didn't see is that you building your foundation on a Ten of Cups. That's definitely not seen by this Queen of Cups, this Queen of Swords in reverse, okay. So just know this deceptive person has been seen through or perhaps this is still you. This could still be you, this Queen of Cups. Maybe this is what it is, okay? So maybe this Queen of Swords is talking about this particular person to somebody who they see a Queen of Cups that's saving money. Okay, all right, this makes more sense now, okay. So what you have now is a Queen of Cups that's Four of Pentacles, Three of Wands. So you see someone who's preparing to, be conservative, is progressing along, saving a couple dollars, okay? And then you have this Queen of Swords in reverse that's coming off overly emotional and deceptive, saying something along the lines negative about this Queen of Cups, and now whoever, and this Ten of Cups, and they're being defended. So let's find out who's defending this Queen of Cups now. All right, well, we're going to go that route. You are the Queen of Cups. All right, I'm sure I should have known that. That was stupid on my part. Sorry. I thought it was going to be two feminines, but maybe not. All right, so now we have, again, your buddy here, the King of Swords. So your brother's here. He's watching your back, the eye in the sky, okay? Because remember, the King of Swords sees everything. So now we know this King of Swords now is seeing everything that's going on, especially when it comes to this Queen of Swords in reverse and their deception Page of Swords, when it comes to this Queen of Cups, okay? So now this King of Swords seeing that is also blowing the lid. So all right, so now it's the King of Swords is defending you. All right, so maybe this person is an undercover now, okay, or some type of law enforcement that this person was trying to get you in trouble with, but this person's actually a good, a good one in their light side. So now we know we have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is defending this Queen of Cups. Easy said, right? Because they see how strong you are. They see your strength. They know what you've been through, this Queen of Cups, okay? They know that you've been through hell with this Queen of Swords, this deceptive Queen of Swords in reverse. It's overly emotionally, easily influenced, bitchy, cold-hearted, cruel, bitter person, okay, that's trying to deceive people by making up lies about you. But remember, the King of Swords sees everything. So what are you telling this King of Swords? So they're telling this Queen of Swords in reverse is trying to convince this King of Swords that you are not who you say you are, okay? So they're saying, and then this King of Swords is looking over at you and saying, this is only a person who's, preparing to, they're doing everything they can. They do the right thing. So no, that's not going to work. So now this person's really got their eye on this Queen of Swords in reverse. And now that is why this person in the Nine of Swords, because they know they completely expose themselves. And when they expose themselves to this King of Swords, okay? And that's not the one you want to expose. So there you go. Sorry about the first part of it, because I should have known better that the Queen of Cups was you. I just didn't think I asked a question and then Queen of Cups, but I should have known it was about. All right, so we know a Queen of Swords in reverse is trying to, cut down this Queen of Cups to a King of Swords who sees everything. Now, perhaps this King of Swords is undercover now. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing. It could be something along those lines. So that could be good too. But just know somehow or another, somebody's coming through for you right now. Okay? Because we got the Five of Swords in reverse. All right? So now people are going to have the desire to reconcile, okay? Maybe, this is your counterpart seeing through this whole situation. Maybe this is your counterpart. Who knows? You know what I mean? Because they are an emperor. So just understand, maybe this is your counterpart seeing through this Queen of Swords in reverse as a fake, okay? Knowing that this person has completely removed their mask, all right? And now, Five of Swords in reverse, they no longer want conflict with you and they want to reconcile, okay? They want to make amends. They have whatever resentments that were there, they don't have it anymore, okay? All they have is love for you. All right, so just know your counterpart is desiring to reconcile with you, okay? But we're only in the Four of Swords right now. We're just resting, relaxing, okay? They have to go do what they got to do. They got to go clean themselves up, all right? They're not going to come here all, beat up. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to happen. They're not going to come here from this karmic cycle and just think that everything's going to be okay. They have to pay for what they did, okay? It's all about karma, okay? We're walking karma. That's our job, all right? We're walking karma. So we're rested now, though. So listen, we'll be with you when we get to you. All right? Take a number. All right, the little things over there, take a number. But it says at 97, and we're only at 3. Well, sorry. Have a seat. All right, that's what you tell people. Have a seat, please. You don't like it? There's a door. Trust me, they never go either. All right, because, brother, you are the fool, okay? Believe me when I tell you, you are the one who runs on universal energy. You are the one who brings the fun because you are the sun, okay? And only a fool would say that over and over and over again. Believe me when I tell you, that is why I know you're a fool, because that is how a fool operates, okay? But just understand, this fool, has nothing to worry about, okay? Because ain't nobody do nothing to them, all right? Because they know no matter what happens, everything's always going to work out for them. So when you think like that and you could actually really believe that, you could act like that, brother, okay? But until you get to that point, it is what it is, okay? Because not only are you a fool, but you have temperance too. You're a balanced fool, all right? You're a balanced fool, all right? Just understand that, because you have harmony over there. You do everything in moderation too. You don't overindulge, okay? You're very patient, very sensible person. Just finding meaning in life right now. That's all. Trying to find some purpose. Just leave us alone is what we tell them. So just understand, now people have a desire to reconcile with this fool, this Queen of Cups fool, okay? They have a desire to reconcile because this King of Swords has seen through what this Queen of Swords in reverse is doing, okay? Because something or another, how they involve this King of Swords, has seen exactly what this Queen of Swords did. So that is awesome when it comes down to it. So just know that is pretty much going to be the end. If the King of Swords is literally now interacting now, because remember, the King of Swords has been watching for a long time. Like, I remember, sees everything. Now they're getting involved now. So this tells me that somebody has confronted somebody now. Maybe that's what it is. We don't know how this happened, but just know we have a King of Swords interacting with a Queen of Swords in reverse in defense of you. Okay, seeing through their deception, Page of Swords. So, now you have a Five of Swords in reverse. People now want to reconcile, okay? Because Six of Pentacles are in reverse. Because now, with this Queen of Swords, they're being seen as a one-sided charity. Everybody is seeing very clearly, because of this King of Swords, just how selfish and, disgusting this person was. Because, they probably have, everything's a strings attached. It's all about power and dominance. Always trying to keep people stuck. Okay, this Queen of Swords in reverse. And that is basically what they were doing. But now it's being clearly seen. Maybe, you saw this, but just now they've been exposed, which is good, because now, by that happening, you now have a Two of Cups. All right, getting this Queen of Swords in reverse out of the way now brings you a Two of Cups. So just understand that whatever happens here, that is good now, because now we know that this person is being 100. I mean, if you're being seen as, this is, like I said, this person they got thrown out of a party, something along those lines, got into a big fight, made a big fool of themselves. So, of course, they're going to be angry as a Queen of Swords in reverse, okay? Now, the King of Swords is seeing them, asking them questions as to what, and they're trying to blame this Queen of Cups, where this fool Queen of Cups, this King of Swords could clearly see is not what this Queen of Swords is. They're trying to say you're a Queen of Swords in reverse, that you're doing this, okay? But all this King of Swords, this investigator, whoever this is, all they see is you have a Two of Cups. They just see you being a loving person, only wanting to love, okay? They don't see any type of malice or anger or anything because you're clearly doing what you're doing. They could easily see you, okay, on social media. It's not difficult. You're not hard to find. You're not hiding from nobody. Okay, you're all right up in here. So this is what they didn't want. These people did not want you to be seen like that. They did not want you to be seen. All right, brother, they did not want you to be seen. Six of Pentacles. They didn't want you to be seen, celebrated, and recognized, okay? It says Six of Wands. So just know that they didn't want you to be seen, but you're going to be more than seen. You're going to be publicly recognized, okay? So just know Six of Wands, brother. And for that Six of Wands, it's going to be a Four of Wands with it, okay? So you're going to be publicly recognized while getting your union, a big celebration here, okay? All because this King of Swords. Remember I told you, King of Swords always sees everything, and finally, they always wait. They said they've seen enough, okay? Queen of Swords in reverse now, very, very precarious predicament, and you are in a Four of Wands. Ironic, don't you think? A little bit too ironic. Yes, I really do think. So, that's how it goes sometimes, man. You know, that's what's called irony. It's what it's all about. The universe has to balance itself out. You must understand, okay? And that is why this Queen of Swords is being seen as nothing but an Eight of Cups, okay? Being exposed, like I said, they came wherever they were doing, embarrassed themselves, started saying crazy things about you. Maybe they even ran to the police. This could even be this Queen of Swords reverse trying to run to this police officer to get you in trouble, and this being all erratic like a Queen of Swords in reverse. And then this King of Swords investigated you and saw that you're nothing but a Queen of Cups. That's a fool, a foolish Queen of Cups. And they said no, no, no. And they said the Queen of Swords is nothing but an Eight of Cups. Okay, this is just somebody that needs to be walked away from. This is a big disappointment. Okay, and not only do you have the King of Swords there, but the Emperor is here, brother. Okay, so just understand that this could be, now you could be your counterpart seeing through the bullshit, because remember, you are an Emperor, okay? So it is what it is. Or it could be Archangel Michael, God, the police, whoever it is, somebody that is on your side that has King of Swords qualities, that is, you know, seeing through a Queen of Swords in reverse. So to you, that is an Eight of Cups. That is wonderful. That's wonderful news, okay? Because we've been waiting for this for a long time. All the King of Swords has been doing is sitting there, okay? All this Emperor has done has been sitting there watching. So just know, I believe, like I said, they said they've seen enough. So maybe that was what it took down. Maybe that's what it took, this person completely humiliating themselves. Because I did say that they had to be seen completely like that, okay? Because nobody could just come to them unless they really took it off the, you know. This makes it, without a shadow of a doubt, that you can't get out of this now. Now it's like somebody's got to answer now. All right, people got to answer for what's going on here. All right, so Two of Swords in reverse. So Two of Swords. So yeah, there's going to be difficult decisions. Okay, people are going to see people that maybe been around for a long, long time in their life, family members that have been secretly betraying them. So you know, these people are going to have to go. No doubt about it. So just if you were against, if anybody's against you in any way, especially spiritually dark and doing stuff like that, there's no way they're coming back around you. 100%. You're definitely not allowing that, because death is here for those people. The end is near for them anyway, okay? They're never going to change. They're not going to change. So anybody that's willing to do what these people did to you does not deserve to ever be around you, okay? Remain civil. Hello, how are you? Goodbye. That's all they can get from you now. All right? It's their fault. It's not yours. You didn't do anything. All you did was just be yourself. If you being yourself, you know, irritates people's demons, then I don't know. I don't know what the fuck to do. What do you want me to do? Hide? Hide in the fucking... that's exactly what you want me to do, right? Hide in a box somewhere. All right? Because that'll never happen, because we have a Ten of Cups here again. All right? So just remember, our foundation is always going to be built. Your foundation will always be built on a Ten of Cups, okay? Because by doing that, ensures that nobody could ever knock it down, what you have built, okay? This is the greatest foundation one can ever build on, okay? A lot of times people don't want to do that. They don't want to build on a Ten of Cups. They want to skip this, and then they built with a faulty foundation. And what happens is that whatever they built on there eventually falls down, okay? And that's the truth, okay? Because we are the high priestess. We know. We could see this. We already see. We see. Okay? So just understand that this King of Swords also sees. So we also see that this, you know, Queen of Swords in reverse is no good trying to attack you, this Queen of Cups, and who's in full energy right now, that's building their foundation on a 10 of cups. Okay, and this is actually that's being publicly recognized, 6 of wands for it. Okay, because these people did not want you to be seen, but now this is starting to frustrate this king of swords. Okay, to the point where they want to do something now. This person went far enough that this king of swords now seen enough. So, and this high priestess has seen enough also. We're sick of it, they said. We're tired of this. Come on, do something about it already. Do something already. Okay. And they said, yes, we will. All right, because we are aware that you're a 9 of Pentacles. We are aware that you are, reaping the fruits of your labor over here, okay? So just understand, people see that you are, graduating to the next level. They see you being up-leveled, all right? Just understand, 9 of Pentacles, you are being up-leveled, okay? You are now in another class bracket, okay? Because now people see you as desirable, okay? And these people did everything in their power to make you undesirable. And that is very unfortunate. But the fact of the matter is that you're always going to be seen as just an empress, okay? So just know that there's nothing these people can do, because you are an up-leveled empress, okay? Because you are the one who brings the fun, because you are the sun, okay? So that gets these people upset, because now they don't know what to do. They don't know how to stop this public recognition, okay? This Queen of Swords in reverse has no idea what to do, okay? Because you have the King of Swords watching your back. Not even watching your back. Now is interacting with this Queen of Swords in reverse now. Now there's interaction. And this is why this person is an anxious mess now, because this person now knows that they just exposed themselves. They're very aware of that. Okay, and that's why they're acting all weird around your counterpart and all these other people. They probably came all messed up. They did something, they're just blowing it. It's going to get, the mask is coming off quicker and quicker. It's slipping off completely. If it's not off completely now, all right? Just because we have the Hierophant now, all right? So understand. So you have institutional support now, because, like I said, this King of Swords is seen through what this Queen of Swords was doing. This may have worked in the past with this Queen of Swords in reverse. They may have went to this, King of Swords or whoever, somebody like this, and said bad things about you before they even knew who you were. Now, this King of Swords knows for a shadow of a doubt that you're a Queen of Cups and a full Queen of Cups and full energy, and that you never deserved to be in trouble in the first place, that you were never a threat to these people, and that they are the ones watching you. They're being seen. This King of Swords sees the gang stalking firsthand, and now they know, and these people don't know how to explain it. And that's why they're losing their mind. Okay, 5 of Cups. That's why they're in regret. That's why they feel like a failure, because of what they did. Okay, they couldn't hold on any longer. They figured, let me go make up a story to this King of Swords, this Queen of Swords in reverse, get this Queen of Cups in trouble. But this person's seen right through it. Okay, and that is why the lid has been blown off. Now people are asking questions, and this Queen of Swords in reverse is coming off as a Page of Swords in reverse. Very deceptive, this person, manipulative, trying to, come up with stories. They're just making up anything now. So it's like almost like they're like, well, what are you talking about? Mention him, and then they're saying this, that, but it's like they're almost coming off like delusional, which is hilarious, okay? And now we have a 3 of Cups, because now everybody's celebrating you. They said, well, we're sorry, because we know what this Queen of Swords in reverse said. We didn't really look into it, because we have our own lives. And I said, that's fine, okay? But just understand that I want this Queen of Swords removed. This Queen of Swords in reverse removed before I ever see. I don't ever want to see or know about this person, okay? So have them gone by the time I get there. Okay, or 5 of Cups, you're going to end up in serious regret, like this Queen of Swords in reverse is right now. Okay, if you want to end up in serious 5 of Cups regret, then don't do what I ask. Or perhaps maybe you do the right thing, and I could let you come to our 10 of Cups foundation over here. All right, maybe I'll let you stand next to me while we're publicly recognized, if you do the right thing. All right, think about it. What would you rather do? Go down with this Queen of Swords in reverse, or come sit with this Queen of Cups, being publicly recognized, being a hero? Look at you as a hero. But it's up to you. It's if you have the confidence to do that. I'm not sure, though, okay? Because you might still be stuck in the 7 of Cups energy, these people. They still might be stuck in thinking they have options, okay? Maybe this Queen of Swords is still trying to convince your counterpart that they have options to stay in the 7 of Cups, okay? But that is clearly being seen, because options are nothing now, okay? Because it means nothing, because they have no feelings towards anybody. So it's like, what does that even matter, Page of Cups, okay? Because they know that you have creative opportunities, intuitive messages, new love coming, okay? So this 7 of love, this whatever, wishful thinking, that is just, not even close to where you are, all right? 7 of Cups You don't even think about that. You don't even know nothing about no Seven of Cups, brother. All right, you wouldn't even know the first thing about it. You don't even know how to describe a Seven of Cups. Okay, because you know you're a Nine of Wands. You're very courageous. You don't focus on bullshit like that. Okay, you focus on what really matters. Okay, and what really matters in life is, you know, building this foundation on this Ten of Cups. This is what you are determined to do. You are determined to make something, you know, for your soul tribe, to where we all live a good life. We could stop this, you know, stuff, create this new earth. Okay, because Four of Cups, because you're meditating, you're contemplating, reevaluating the situation. You're still just in a mode where it's like, I'm not, you know, there's not too much going. You're not looking for nothing. Okay, you're not like chasing nobody. How about that? All right, that's why your counterpart is losing their ability to interact with you. They're getting nervous. Okay, this King of Wands perhaps maybe is getting nervous now, or no, or not, who knows? But just know, now you have a King of Wands with a King of Swords. Okay, we already seen the Emperor. All right, so just know this could all be the same person, or this could also be, you know, somebody helping this king, you know what I mean, that informed to this person, or maybe something along those lines. But now you have the King of Wands and a King of Swords. Okay, both clearly seeing what this Queen of Swords in reverse is all about. Okay, and clearly seeing that you are a Nine of Cups, that you are a wish come true. Clearly seeing that. And if this is that, this one of these has to be your counterpart. Okay, if it's somehow or another you have two positive masculine energies that are defending this Queen of Cups in full energy with this Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay, and that is why this person is being seen as somebody who pushed the Seven of Cups upon, you know, your counterpart. A complete fraud, complete fake. They're seen for what they were. They were paid. They were brought in by other people. Now they're going to give up all the other people, saying, well, they brought me into it. So all these people now are going to start telling each other. And then Three of Pentacles, and it's all going to come crashing down because you have the teamwork and the collaboration around you, and these people don't. Okay, all they have is disharmony and fights, because whatever this Queen of Swords in reverse promised everybody, they all now see that this Queen of Swords is not delivering on that. And now this Queen of Swords, to counteract that, is also now saying that they were paid for, you know, brought into this by your people. You know what I mean? So they know that they could you know, snake off, because nobody really cares about this person. Is nothing. Okay, this is just a demon. Okay, so nobody's really worried about this, but people will be more worried about like people that were close to you that betrayed you. Okay, so they know they're going to give those people up that were close to you that they worked with, just because they know that you'll focus more on them than this person. Okay, but this person's finished. They're done. They ain't never coming back. Okay. They'll never come back from this Seven of Swords. Okay, what they did is so deceiving, so disgusting. You know, all the block of divine union. This person clearly is being seen as the devil, clearly being seen as just a devil demon with anything. This is a high level demon that got caught. That's all it comes down to. And the fucking King of Swords in reverse was the one who was recommended this Queen of Swords in reverse in the first place. That said, you're no good. Okay, so this Queen of Cups is no good. I know their exes. Okay, I have this other one for you. This Queen of Swords. It was all set up because they knew that this person was going to, you know, ruin everything. You know what I mean? They knew what they were doing. It was all calculated. All right. And if you want to say otherwise, then say whatever else you want. Because, like I said, we got this King of Cups in reverse. Okay, so just know that this person, this King of Cups in reverse, this was, like I said, the person, the King of Swords in reverse, that was in your counterpart's ear, giving shifty. This is what it is. King of Cups is somebody who gives bad, shifty advice. This was clearly says here. Cold, bad advice, emotional manipulation. Okay, so you have this person now trying to get out of this with this Queen of Swords in reverse, because there are people asking this person. They're not going to come off as a King of Swords when they're being asked, why are you, you know, why did you recommend this? What is your connection to this Queen of Swords in reverse? Okay, so now this King of Swords is all over this King of Cups in reverse. They want to know what's your connection to this person, what is going on here, and now this person's trying to like act like they didn't know anything and this and that, but everybody's already gave them up. Okay, so just know the end result here for you is still going to be Four of Wands, still going to be union. Nobody's going to stop it. Okay, because how could they stop it, brother, unless they want to make a profit, which they won't. Okay, so just understand that the Four of Wands is here. You're going to be publicly recognized. Six of Wands, you got two positive masculine energies, King of Wands, King of Swords. Okay, watching your back, watching this Queen of Cups, you know, back here, this foolish Queen of Cups in full energy, all right, that has their foundation built on a Ten of Cups, okay, that's clearly a very courageous Knight of Wands, all right, and then now has Five of Swords, people wanting to reconcile with them. So, you know, and Nine of Pentacles, they're being viewed as a Nine of Pentacles, so, and the Nine of Cups, the wish come true. So, you are going to be publicly recognized, okay, and now this King of Cups in reverse and this Queen of Swords in reverse have to answer questions as to why they were trying to bribe this King of Swords into doing stuff, and they're being seen as nothing but an Eight of Cups, okay? They're being seen as Six of Pentacles in reverse, as people who take, steal, want to establish power over people, okay? They're being seen as Page of Swords, extremely deceptive, somebody trying to present a Seven of Cups as the way to go, options and this and that, okay? And now people are facing difficult decisions because their lives are in shambles because of this person. But don't worry, because you have a Four of Wands, and that is how it's going to end for you, okay? You will be in a Four of Wands with your counterpart and living happily ever after, okay? There's no reason to go farther than Four of Wands, okay? You must understand that. No need, no need, no need. All right, we did enough here. Once it hits a half hour and it gets to that point, you know when to quit. You know it's always time to quit while you're ahead. You don't want to get too far, because then it gets into more nonsense, you know, and it's like, all right, what am I doing here? That's why so many people on here, they just keep talking. I don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. I try to at least go with a story. These people, they try to fucking just talk for 3 hours. But let me astrologically talk to you for a second before I start, you know, rambling here. Start complaining about people. Because I don't do that stuff. I ain't into that kind of nonsense. All right, brother, so just know you are still on fire. You still are making 3 after 3 after 3. Nobody can stop you, okay? You could have a bad day, you could have it, whatever, but you're always going to come back. You're always going to regain your fire, okay? Because you have Uranus here, Uranus and Gemini, final piece of the puzzle. You must understand it's still going to be a retrograde there too, so just know that until they're stationed direct, that'll be when everything really falls into place. All right, but in the meantime, that going back and retrograding is going to clear all that, whatever was done in that time period, okay? Because whatever this Aquarius did, whatever they tried to get cycled, they tried to get you wrapped up into, this person now is losing their mind because they don't know what to do, okay? Because they're finally, they got too much on their plate, okay? They do not know what to do, can't even focus, all right? Because all this projection that this Aquarius did, this Aquarius took a bribe, they went against you, okay? This could be this, you know, this could be this King of Cups in reverse. That could actually be this Queen of Swords in reverse, and this King of Cups, that could be this Aquarius, all right? Because again, Uranus is the final piece of the puzzle. It's here again, okay? So there's got to be a reason. Aquarius, Uranus, okay? So just know that Uranus runs Aquarius, or whatever. It's the planet of Aquarius, so that could mean something. All right, because like I said, you're building a new Earth here, okay? Just know that whatever Earth this old bullshit was, there's not going to be that way no more, okay? And the only Earth sign you like is Taurus anyway, okay? So whatever Scorpio, who this Queen of Swords in reverse character is, that tried to, you know, act like they were you, or, you know, corrupt your counterpart or whatever, it doesn't make a difference anymore, because the energy is all going to come back to who it really belongs to at the end of the day, and that is us, and that is you, okay, and your counterpart. So just know they are going to be fine. Everybody's going to be fine in this situation, because now the Scorpio is clearly being seen as a fucking scam artist, con artist, okay, by trying to, you know, bribe a King of Swords that now is interacting with them, okay? Who are they trying to get in trouble? This Cancer, okay? But everybody knows this Cancer's already been in trouble before. They don't deserve to be in trouble ever again, because they didn't do anything. All they do is the right thing, okay? And now people are clearly seeing it, especially this King of Swords, because they see everything, and now they know exactly who is who, and they know that Scorpio is a no-good piece of crap, okay? Because Neptune is here, brother. Neptune and Aries is going to go back to Pisces for a little bit, goes to your Aries again, and then you're going to be good. It's another cycle for you. Okay, so that's another one over. Understand your intuition is bringing you there. Cancer is all about intuition. So there's nothing anybody's going to tell you. If something comes to your head, there's a reason why. You don't just think of stuff. It doesn't just come to your head, okay? Jupiter's here in Cancer. The luck is with you still, okay? And again, Uranus, again, third time. So just understand, final piece of the puzzle ended on that one, okay? So when that goes back to Gemini and everything, you will be looking good. All right, so now it's time to ground, okay? It's telling you to get grounded here, okay? Because it might get a little rough, might get a little turbulent, all right? Because you're being asked to ground yourself. You've been spending too much time in your head, okay? It's time to pay attention to your body and to the earth. Go outside, plant your feet on the ground, enjoy the centering feeling that it brings, okay? It's always good to do stuff like that, all right? Now, you know, miracles do happen, okay? Remember that. Miracles, there's a course in miracles, okay? Because you're being asked to pay extra close attention to all the big and small miracles that have already occurred in your life, and also to those that are currently occurring and are still to come, Miracles surround you. Be on the lookout for them. So now this means that don't go focusing on something stupid that you could be seeing all the little miracles, okay? Focus on all the good. No reason to focus on the bad, okay? Focusing on the bad only creates more bad. Okay, that's exactly why they always want you to keep talking about it. That's why they always, well, what happened? That's why therapy continues to come. That's why you keep coming back, because you keep going over the same thing over because you keep talking about it. The past always repeats itself. Just remember that. So let's do one more and then I'll pull it up. It says, trust in yourself, okay? It says, you've got this. Told you. You worked hard to get this far. You have the ability to create the things you desire. Learning to trust in yourself and your abilities will take you to your highest timeline. Learning to trust in yourself and your abilities will take you to your highest timeline. So, trust your abilities. This Cancer trusts their abilities. They know they're the best in the business, brother. So just trust me when I tell you, they will be at their highest vibrational timeline, and so will you, Taurus. Okay, so have a good day.